There's no more controversial topic in all of Kung Fu than the definition of Qi, so let's start there. So today I'm going to tell you what Qi is, what it isn't, and then how to develop it and use it in your practice. Now I want to state uncategorically, right at the beginning, that other teachers are going to have other definitions of Qi, and that has no bearing on what I was taught and what I practice. So if what they're saying is different, then that's fine for them. Has nothing to do with us. My perspective comes from the 20 years that I lived in Taiwan, and I studied from multiple teachers under multiple arts, both internal and so-called external. So what I teach and what I provide is an amalgam of all the stuff that I got from them. So let's start with what Qi is not. So first of all, never, not one time in 20 years did any of my teachers say, I want you to punch that guy with your Qi, or I want you to go pick up that staff using your Qi. There's no such thing as a Qi punch. So this is a misnomer when people think that we're actually using martial arts type movements, that we're powering them with our Qi. No, completely false. That's not how this works. Likewise, there's this idea that if we're doing some sort of push hands kind of thing, that we're disrupting the other guy's Qi. Again, no, never, not one time was anything like that said to me. We're not disrupting the other guy's Qi. That you're not able to access that like, he's got some sort of aura and you use your aura to push him out or make him hop. That's not how Qi works. If that's not how Qi works, how does it work? So Qi basically means vitality. So vitality is the overall amount of health that you have. As someone who trains Kung Fu, Tai Chi, or Qigong, or just general fitness, you should have more health than the average person. So in Chinese, if we say Ta Hin Yo Qi, what that means is that he's full of life, he has abundant health. Now this abundant health can be stuck into your practice, it can be stuck back into your fitness. So the idea is to create like this little cycle where you build health, and then the health that you build goes back into the training. So looking at Qi in the correct context, we can see that it's both underutilized and overutilized. So overutilization comes at the macro level. Like if I'm going to do Taiji's Peng from Yang style, I don't bounce people out or I don't defeat the opponent because I have more Qi than they do. I don't defeat somebody because I have more vitality or more health. Again, that's not how it works. So at the micro level, this is some sort of explanation as to why certain techniques work or why one person's better or worse than another. This doesn't work. This is not how it should be applied. But at the macro level, it's actually underutilized. So if I have abundant Qi, if I have a lot of vitality, then I can train with more intensity, for more reps, for longer, and with more frequency than a normal person. So again, when you see that vitality as something that's to be put into training, you want to have more Qi. I'm putting this out there because I think that there's basically two camps. There's Qi doesn't exist at all, and then there's Qi is everything and it's the only thing that we should be doing, and you should just be working on your Qi because it makes you a badass or whatever. Or it makes you at one with the Tao, or whatever the hell that means. No, actually, I'm occupying the middle space to where Qi is important, and I'm looking at it all the time, especially as a 53-year-old man. I want to have more vitality. I want to have more health because I need to keep up my physical skills. If I don't have enough energy to do that, I don't end up training. So in the middle space, we see that Qi exists. It's something that we can feel and it's something that we can increase. We just don't go around shooting lightning bolts out of our fingers like Emperor Palpatine from Return of the Jedi, because that's not how it works. So on the one hand, we kind of need to shut down the people that say that Qi is everything, because actually the way that they're doing it is going to prevent you from having martial arts power. And martial arts power is the whole point. But as a basis, if you don't have Qi to build martial arts power through the correct Kung Fu practice, then this is all going to be for naught. So what about the other side of the camp, the Qi doesn't exist side of the camp? Okay, so this is my crowd, right? So these are the fighters. I'm with you, I'm there. But, okay, you've got to understand, if you just come from the fighting perspective, then anything that works in a fight is valid. But if you look at a lot of the fight training, the problem is it's not necessarily all that great for health, especially in the long term. This is hard for fighters to hear because a lot of fighters are in their 20s or their early 30s. They still have lots of abundant health, so they don't really need to build all that, so they can just stick it into the training. Okay, been there, done that, bros. Let me tell you, you get a little bit older, you start to get in your 40s and your 50s, and you're gonna wake up and you don't feel the same anymore. Now, having abundant health, having vitality, having chi becomes important. But it was always important. It's just that you had more of it as a younger man. As an older man, chi becomes important because you need to build it in order to stick it back into the training. So again, it's not that chi doesn't exist. It's that we have allowed the other side to own the argument, and we are taking it back now. Rather than chi doesn't exist or chi is the only thing, I'm hoping that I can kind of convince a few people that it actually occupies the middle ground to where chi is important. It was just misinterpreted and misapplied. So I hope that that makes sense. As long as we keep chi in its rightful place and we see how it contributes to training, it's a useful concept and it shouldn't be thrown out.